Hello everyone. I am Steve's avatar. Steve wanted me to come on here and announce that his personal tarot readings from now, October 2022 through December 2022 are all half price. The price for a full personal tarot reading will be £20. That should be somewhere in the region of $23. The normal asking price has always been £40 for a reading, but for just over the Christmas period he is cutting all readings down to just £20. So if you had ever wanted a personal reading by me, now would be the time. And grab this deal while it's hot. This deal will end sometime during the last part of December 2022. All you have to do is email me at stevenabbott1976@googlemail.com. You can also find the email link in the description box below with all other links. You will need to send me an email and I will respond with all links and instructions.
Scorpio, how you doing? You alright? Not seen you in a while. It's been a while, Kim Bolton. How you doing? Or Michael Bolton, Michael, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. It's been a while, innit? So, Steve, maybe, or you could be catching up with someone. So you might be coming from the Life Path 5 Sagittarius Taurus reading. And it's been a while. Haven't spoke to you in a while. How you getting on? Blah, blah, blah. So Ron, Ronald, Ricky, Rachel, R. Anybody getting with R? But it feels like that you might be catching up with someone. Now, if I say catch, you say possible fish. So it could be a Life Path 3 or a Piscean, and you might be catching up with them unless you've got this in your chart. If I say catch, you say fish in a net, fish Pisces. So fishnet stockings. So you might be going Christmas shopping for a stocking, maybe, or stock cubes, something around ice cube, iced tea, wrapping and music, angel radio like I do as a music producer. Then you've also got stock cubes. So you might be cooking a lot of things with stock and making soup and all that sort of stuff. Some of you might work on the stock market, or you might be stocking up on things. Okay. So like buying a load of food, presents, gifts and stuff like that. I'm also hearing stocking up. So you might work at a supermarket store, or your partner does, or Life Path 4 does, where you stock up like shelves. Like, put 1 box on here, 2 boxes on here, 3 boxes on here, 4 box, 5 box, 6 box. Could be dealing with a Gemini or a Capricorn, someone that boxes a lot of stuff up. So that's like, oh, okay, dear, are you coming through? Yes, what do we need? Oh, we need some milk and blah, blah, blah. And stocking up the cabinets and stocking it all up. So I keep hearing stock. So whatever that relates to, or Scott or Scotland, some see you splat, I bet come in a gig at it. So it might be Steve, Sarah, Sassy, Sandra, Cassandra, CC, someone from Mexico also. But yeah, something to do with stockings. Unless you've got fishnet stockings, it could be something to do around a Piscean and wearing a lot of fishnet. Oh, someone's getting some lacy stuff here. You might be stocking up on your raunchy gear. And like fishnet stocking. Damn. Who's that? Like fishnet stockings and stuff, like, I don't know. But like see-through type sort of clothing, blah, 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 very raunchy, flamunctious, I don't know. Someone could be like, I don't know, strip teasing or teasing someone with fishnets. Okay? Unless your partner goes fishing quite a lot and you fish. I definitely keep hearing a fish. In my eyes, that would be a Piscean. So you could be like myself and you're a Pisces sun and Scorpio rising, but like fishnet stockings. Well, trust me, bruv, I ain't not wearing no fishnet stockings, Scorpio. So some of you might be, okay? Anything else for Scorpio before we get on with their reading? No. Okay, so you might be dealing with a Libra. Yes or no? No. So there's your answer. Thanks very much. Bye. So you might hang up on someone. There's a hangman energy here somewhere. Or a hanging. The hanging. These might be hanging baskets. You might be looking for some like baskets or like hanging baskets or a weaver or Steva or Stephen and a hanging basket. I'm in this reading somehow, Scorpio, but this is also my sign as well. So hanging baskets, does that relate anything to you? Basket case. So someone could be a jackpot, or Jack, Julian, Justin, Jack. Someone could be crazy as shit here. I don't know, but like jackpot Charlie Sheen. Someone could be smoking the old crack or like snorting cocaine. I don't know. Don't know. Jackpot. Some of you might be gambling and going to a casino and you hit the jackpot. Or just unless your name's Jack or Pot. Unless you're smoking copious amounts of ganja. Someone could be smoking the old medical marijuana here. Yeah. Anything else for Scorpio? No. Okay, Scorpio, how you doing? So, where have I been? Oh, well, I've lost £24 on the old sex sender. The bitch tits are going. I'm doing really well on my diet. Within 4 weeks, I have lost equivalent to like, what is it, probably about £26 in weight. I've shed in 4, unless you're in a shed. You could be in a shed unless you're dealing with amphibians or snakes or goannas. But popular belief, if you take Saxander, it actually came from a goanna or whatever it was. Unless your name's Tatiana or goanna or from Naguana or from, I don't know, I think I said it in another reading, like Nuganda or someone like that, or Naguana or something, or Tatiana or Naguanda or Schnellkrach from German, the Germans. Anyway, some of you could be travelling or something like that. But yeah, actually came, the saliva of like a goanna was how they invented Saxenda, because you do not need to, they do not eat. They don't need to eat for 2 months. They eat one small meal every 2 months. And that is where the DNA was structured from the saliva of this fucking amphibian type sort of creature. So I was like, wow, that's fascinating, because it does do the job. So some of you might be looking into your diet. You might be taking Saxenda. You could be a person that does it, like myself, right here. But everyone does it better. So 007, James Bond, James, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. Bonds, stocks and shares, investments of money. Share. You keep pushing me aside, but I can't break through. There's no talking to you. Libra, life path 2. So sad that you're leaving. Some of you might be thinking about moving, like Richard Pryor, and that you're leaving on a jet plane, and it might be somewhere across the sea. And you might be like, well, you know, we're just going to leave. So there is a plan of leaving, because I've done your readings, Scorpio, and they were done yesterday or the day before. So once we get to it, I will tell you, but I'm going to continue to channel for a second. Yeah, some of you might be planning on actually leaving at some point or moving at some point, okay? I don't know if it's yet. I just think it's a plan. But for some of you might be regretting it, like feeling as if you're going to regret this move, or like you will regret it if you move away from me. You might be someone that tries to stop you from moving. That could be like a parent or something like that, or a parent guardian, or your guardians of the galaxy. But that could be an Aquarian or Leo. But you're worried about moving from a parent or guardian because they need your support and help that stops you from actually moving. So you could be coming up with those kind of difficulties, or your partner could, or someone around you could, if they're moving from you, Scorpio. But it's a general message, okay, that would I regret this if I was to make a move? Now, this could also be financial. And it might be, okay, something has come up in my energy and something has come up, and now this job offer is here, or this house is here for rent or buy, or a movement of job is here. And would I regret this movement if I was to stop doing what I'm doing and make a financial decision to move job or move country or move house or move home? But it feels like this decision is yours, Jack Black. So Jack, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, okay, of like, should we now, because say like I don't have any children, sell up and move? Or should I move because I've got a partner? Or stuff like this. Or I don't like the job that I'm doing and it isn't really paying me anything, and it's not paying me much, and my potential is much more suited and based over here. Should I go there? Is this house that I might be moving to bigger and better? Does it hold more space, or is it more confined? Does it need to be bigger? Do I need to save more? You know, that kind of 3, which means Pisces. So basically, it feels like you're taking on a Piscean trait, like I do as a Piscean. I'm stuck, right? I don't know quite what to do, when to go, how to, like, is it possible? I want to, but are there going to be more restrictions if I do financially? Or is there going to be less restrictions, but what holds more benefits than disadvantages here? You could be dealing with like a Libra. What are my disadvantages and what are my advantages? What are my percentages of stockholders and stuff like that? What are my traits that I'm good at and what am I bad at? If I'm bad at something, stop doing it. Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. And if I'm bad at it, then let's focus more on what I'm good at, okay, and blah, blah, blah. So in your energy, it seems to be of a message of, I don't quite know yet whether I should make this physical movement of job or house or home because of restrictions of where I am at this time. Okay, so there you go, Michael, I am. There's another message for you in the background. So there you go, bruv. That's what you've got, Scorpio, or Life Path 4, or Aries, okay, because I read in numerology, okay? If you don't know how or why it works, then you need my teaching tier over on Patreon, okay? Because it'll open up a whole new world. Pisces, 3, the world, traveling, moving, going out, networking, online, okay? Maybe with a Leo or an Aquarian, or you've got this in your chart because that would also be an 8. You could also be called Charlotte. You could also be called Webb, Billy Webb, okay? But you could also be arachnophobic, okay? You could also have a phobia, okay? Phoebe, okay? Feline also. But like phobia. I have a phobia of spiders, or I have a phobia of closed spaces, or I have a phobia of moving to a place that may be smaller. So I need something bigger, okay? I can't be confined into a small space. I need room, okay, to grow. So you will only know that when you go, okay? But you need to set up something that's larger in order to get to, okay? I'm not going to go into the spiritual meanings of that because I'm kind of feeling messages more around this manifesting energy here, okay? Try not to fear anything and realise, fuck it, bruv. I am literally only a heartbeat away. Some of you are dealing with child abuse or mental abuse of a parent that may or may not be stopping you from doing so, okay? Might be someone that is around you that you know that if you tell them, they may not agree with what you're doing and they may try and stop you from doing this, okay? Could be a friend, a lover, a mother or a parent, but someone that may shout and scream at you by telling you that you're going to make a huge mistake if you was to do so. Because I can't live without you or with you either. So it's kind of like that you too moment, okay? Can't live with you, can't live without you, can't move, can't stay, what can I do? Don't know, I'm stuck, bruv, okay? So you could be the child that lives with a parenting energy here, okay? There was another message there, but it completely went. Anyway, let's get on with your reading. So there you go, Scorpio. So where have I been? Doing your readings over on Patreon. They are 2 or 3 days in advance. So if you want your readings that are general, then you will need the Patreon tier. This is completely different. It focuses on what to be aware of energy that is going to be around you this month, or just a timeline of now. Okay, but it's basically just a reading for now. So let's see. Trying to live presently. Okay, how do you focus on the present moment? Join my teaching tier. Okay, so Scorpio. Anything for them to be aware of? Okay, so love triangle. Well, you really could be in that third party, or it could just be relating to a Piscean, but third party. Okay, so it says third party, multiple lovers and choice. Could be dealing with a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian person, maybe. But I have 3 lovers, okay? This looks like Demi Moore in the middle there. So Demi, Dan, Danielle, Danny Glover, Life Path 7. Or anybody beginning with D, okay? D. Dinah, Diane. Anybody beginning with D, okay? But you've kind of got this triangle now. Now, if you have been a part of my Patreon, you would realise that in your message was about, okay, I met a person, I met someone, it failed. Okay, I met someone and it failed. Someone now may be considering rushing off to their past to be able to reconcile with the past energy because the future energy didn't work out. So as this person may rush off to their past energy, as they do, they may consider reconciling, and then the future partner that they left them for comes back at the same time to confuse the person about moving on. Get that one and put that one in your pipe and smoke it, Nige. Right here. So that message hugely, Leanne, Lisa, Linda, Belinda, Laura, Lucifer, Capricorn, Gemini, came up in your reading. Chasing, Life Path 7 Cancerian, maybe. Chasing and running, basically. An offer of a rose, a kiss from a rose and a rose between a thorn, a rock and a fucking hard place. So Dwayne Johnson. So anybody that's John, Julian, Jason, Justin, or Johnson, or Jack, Julie, anybody that begins with J. But I'm also hearing Johnson and also Dwayne. Okay, Dwayne Dwibbly. Got me thermos, got me rucksack. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Okay, so you got chasing, a dream. So some of you might just be like thinking about chasing this dream and getting out of this bind that you're in. This energy is a 3. So this would be a hangman in my book. Okay. So it would mean I'm stuck. Where I am literally and utterly stuck, Michael. So I am stuck like Michael is, right? So I'm stuck. I got no idea what to do, how to go. Steve channeled message. Am I just chasing a dream or not? Okay. Is it fabricated or is it real? Would it become true if I was to move, if I was to go, if it's relating to your channel messages? Am I literally just chasing a fabrication of dream? That would become from a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian possible. It would be the energy of the 7 of Cups. Am I just chasing a dream? Would it be more of a drama queen with a person if I was to go into a same-sex relationship or even if I'm in one? Okay, would this person cause more drama if I was to move? If I was to move in the present circumstance that I'm in, would the drama queen start fucking shouting and moaning and saying, no, you don't want to be doing all of this stuff because you're just chasing something that isn't there. You wouldn't be able to cope and live without me. Now, this could just be a fabrication of one's mind, Scorpio, where you could be playing tricks on yourself, because if you fear doing things that are of the unknown, you're fearing and stopping yourself from doing it. Your mind goes for a shit when you realise you need a shit. Your mind, your body follows your mind. Okay, so you have to look at that. Your heart centre follows your mind. If you want a drink and you're salivating, you will get up and you will go and get a drink. Okay, because you think, oh my God, I am so thirsty. I can't wait to get that water or Diet Coke or coffee in me like I do in the mornings. First thing I wake up and I think, Homer fucking Simpson. Donut, addiction to food, addiction to drink. What's the first thing that I do when I wake up? I go into the kitchen. I get myself a drink and some toast or whatever. And I come back and I sit on my bed and contemplate my day. Okay? If that is, oh my God, the possibilities of what might happen. You're living at the past. Even though you think it's the future, you're not. You're fearing, okay? Change can only happen when you do not fear, okay? The Reaper, Scorpio, okay? So when you don't fear yourself, Scorpio, okay, you'll learn to manifest a hell of a lot more, okay? Because someone may try to stop you, which puts fear inside of your head. If I was to tell this person I'm thinking about moving or going, what would they say? The unknown. What happens to fear when you don't do something? It grows, it multiplies through your brain. It's called neuroscience. Okay, neurogetics. I've fucking studied it for ages, of the brain, where people say that it or think that it's manifesting. It is. But the brain holds billions of neuron receptors that form patterns of behavior of an addiction. Okay, of an addiction. I used to do all of this when I did fucking like drug rehabilitation centres and helping people through drug addiction and codependency. I also went through it myself, right, I realised, right, if you look at this concept, okay, Scorpio, look at this concept, right, if you're a heroin addict, okay, I had a problem with this kind of stuff when I was a child, okay, I don't give a fuck, I was a heroin addict, right, I've been clean now for 15 years, right, I'll be honest, I'll tell you the truth, I was a heroin addict, right, very bad one, from when I left school, probably at the age of 13, okay, so, I'm now 47. Okay, so how did I accomplish that where compared to a lot of people that are still in this town that are still doing it? Okay, that are still doing it, okay, from when the age of roughly when I was also. Why are they and why am I not? Okay, regardless of that factor, okay, Felix, take a look at this concept. When you're detoxing and you feel like shit and you're going through the DDTs, right? And you're kind of like, oh, fuck, I'm itching and I'm fucking sweating and I feel terrible and I'm just laying here in pits of despair of myself, right? When you put on a very interesting film, okay, very interesting film, you're like, oh my God, fucking The Journey to the Centre of the Earth has just come out and I really want to watch that because it's got Brandon Fraser in it, right? And I really fucking want to watch that, Brandon Lee, okay? But I really want to watch it, okay? And I'm so excited to watch this film, but I'm detoxing. And you put the film on the box and you watch it, where does your mind go? It fantasizes about the film because you are so excited about watching that film. So you suddenly, for an hour and a half or an hour, you are absorbed into the film that you actually forget that you're shaking and you're going through the DDTs. Now, the trouble is, because I've put this method to a try for fucking years, when you stop watching the film and it ends, you suddenly go back to like, oh my God, I'm detoxing. Okay, you put on another film and you draw your attention towards the film and you forget that you're in pain. Okay, you draw your focus from where the pain center is and you focus on something else, and before you know, you're actually not in pain. Okay, or Spain or Pam. Okay, so you forget. Okay, so add that concept to life. Simple, right? Probably not. Right, but you know, there's words of wisdom for you of a counsellor of relationship and drug counselling. That was me in my previous life. Anyway, so Scorpio. What have Scorpio got coming up, please? But probably being a Scorpio, you already know that, right? Yeah. Scorpio. Anything for them to be aware of during November? Fake Felix. It was it. She always was a fake. She was a life path 4. But fake flexing, basically. Someone can have a pig ring in their nose here. I don't know why that is. Oh, God, please tell me none of you have got that through your nose here. Sorry. I really don't like nose rings. I don't know why that drives me crazy. I think it's because I'm a Piscean. And when I look at people, Pisces see like everything. They really do. And nose rings to me just like, oh, it doesn't matter if you got one. Sorry, I'm not picking at you. But like, it just like, it's just something that I would focus on a lot. Anyway, sorry for you guys that may have nose rings. It's just, yeah. It's probably just because I'm 47. Anyway, 46. Acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, and shows off, etc. here. So I don't know who that is around you that flexes their money and shows it all off to everybody and blah, blah, blah. And acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, and shows off. Okay. I don't know. I mean, if any of you have got money, then just don't fucking show the world it, right? You don't need to show the world. Why does the world need to know that people are materialistic, that focuses upon money all the time? Like I said, man, if y'all flex money, people are going to want it. If you're good looking, people are going to want you, okay? If you're a weird fucking person that's really good looking, but you're so self-centered and absorbed about yourself and you basically just attract people in to fuck them off, that's a very strange person. Okay, I've met them. Being a guy, I've met many people along my way that they're kind of like, I'm so good looking and I want to talk to you. Okay, and you talk to the person and it isn't long before they turn up crazy. And you're kind of like, to be quite honest with you, everything that you have about you is fake. It's in the inside that counts, because the outside does not hold a relationship. It's a dime a dozen, sweetheart. If you're a dime a dozen, okay, and the only exterior that you have is an exterior self, then you're materialistic and you don't have an inner self. Because when you get in a relationship, you will more than likely want to get out of the relationship, because what you focused on was attraction. Law of attraction. Okay, I'm focusing on that, okay, but you're not supposed to focus on what you want. Right? Because if you focus on what you want, you'll more than likely worry about what you've got, okay, which is fuck all. And then what you get might be the fact that you start worrying about the future because you haven't got it. So you're not living presently, you're living out the past and the future. But again, there could be people that are more concerned about about my look. Okay, my look is everything that draws attraction. And then when I'm in the relationship, I realise it doesn't last very long, because what I went for was a bad boy or a bad girl. That's what I went for, okay? That's what I got. Because the inside started to turn the outside. The inside showed the exterior of what was really on the inside of the relationship. It showed me what the person is really like on the outside. Ugly, okay? Because of their... Well, I hate to call people that, but I'm not talking about people's reflection. I'm on about their insides. Okay, I'm on about their insides. Okay, so please do not take offence to that. I don't class anybody as ugly, but again, it's the outside that shows. Okay, it's the inside that grows. Okay, there you go. Write that one down on your book and smoke it. Okay. Because trust me, someone that is like a tricycle, right, is like a bicycle, Mike. A tricycle is a bicycle and a car is a car, right? And it is what it is, bruv, and it says what it does on the tin, Nige, right? But if you've got a 50-gram motor, right, and you buy it, right, you're going to be dealing with a high insurance rate and a raised bar. You're going to be also servicing that pudding, right? You're going to be servicing the pudding for a little while till you realise it's costing you a lot of fucking money, bruv. Because I need to have a service every year to keep up with the account of the car that I've had to take out on finance for 50 grand. So I've had to, Dave, keep going back and having my car serviced every single year. But because it's expensive, the parts on the fucking exterior are expensive. A dime a dozen. I have to keep up with the upkeep of everything. It costs a lot of fucking money to look like this. So does me car. Right? Needs an oil filter. How much is that for a 50 grand car? How much is that for a Ferrari? Probably the same amount as what it costs for a second-hand fucker car. Okay? So where does it get me? Well, the same place, but it's more comfortable. Right? Granted, it is. But what does it do? Costs you a lot more fucking money, Dave. Right? So, understand that when it comes to experience of flexing my money, bruv, right? Does it matter about what is seen? Say if you got a 50 grand motor and you park it in the street and some motherfucker crashes it, or they like scratch it with a pen, or a fucking whatever. How much is that going to cost in a paint job compared to what it would be if it was a 200 quid motor? Fuck it, get rid of the 200 quid motor and just buy another one. It's not so comfortable to drive in, but I don't know where I'm going with this. But like, you know, flexing me money. Now, let's see. Now, to the person that was in the chat saying, I've got loads of money, I want to get rid of it. Brother, you can just throw it my way, sweetheart. I don't mind. If you don't want to get rid of money because you don't like it, well, I love money. Right? So you can send it my way if you like. Flexing money. I don't act rich though. Let's see. Scorpio. Any messages for Scorpio to be aware of, please? Idol, loved, respected, admired, and idolized fan. Now, is this because this person has money that you're an idolized fan? Is it a stalker? Is it a weird person? I love you because you have stuff. I love you because you have stuff I need. Right, here. Now, idolized fan could... I mean, unless you're Myra Carey or Mariah, Marissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. But an idol would basically be someone that's in the public eye. You would definitely have to be in the public eye in order to be idolised, right? But you could be dealing with a Cappy. Just saying, right? Capricorn, life path 4, Scorpio person. Sorry, guys, I'm not slating you, but you could well get this. Okay. Flexing my money, showing everybody and telling everybody. I've seen loads of people that are Capricorn tarot card readers, by the way. Sorry, but I have, and I have witnessed that. Now, you know me. I ain't gonna fucking sugarcoat the truth. I don't agree in that, bruv. If that truth hurt me, I would have to listen to that to change it, right? If I thought so myself. But I have seen Cappy readers that do love to show off everything that they have. Like, I've got a fucking huge mansion. There was one of them. And I'm going to show everybody my house and how big it is. And the cars that I drive. And the things that I have at home. And I'm going to show them it all. Okay. So, yeah, but we love everything that you've got. You must be so rich and everything. Sorry, but it does come up to me as a person as materialistic. I'm a truth kind of person. Sorry, but... You know, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. It's up to you guys, whoever you may see that is. But that's chasing the dream, bruv. Okay? Drama starter, drama angelic karma. Actually, that was that person. Yeah. I just need to show you all around my mansion and all of my pretty dresses. Why do Cappies do that? Why do Cappies do that? I mean, they like nice shit, right? They just, but it's, you know, it may not be the great cause of a relationship, you know. I don't know. It depends if you're single or not. But third party, multiple lovers, and choice. Scorpio. Any other messages for Scorpio? Dust it off, bruv, because it's just materialistic makeup. sorry to the women out there, man. I'll tell you what, though, it's nice to have a very good-looking person, right? If you've got a very good-looking person, it's great here. But I don't know whether this is bothering anybody or not, because it really doesn't seem so. But it does say fake flexing, love, respected, and admired and idolised because of all of the stuff that I put on here. So, you know, it can be people that dress up and make up and stockings and net tights, and I think we came out with that message right at the beginning. Stock net, you know, netty, Natalie. But like, you know, sorry. Anyway. Dust it off, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what the cards... Hey, listen, the last thing you ever want to do is worry about what I say. I'm not judgmental of any of you motherfuckers out there. I don't care, right? I'm just giving you the messages that are in the cards. It's down to other people. If they care, well, all you have to do is not care, right, here. Which you probably don't. Yeah, right. So it's up to you. Like, you know, you really have to start looking at Scorpio and other people. When I'm reading, I'm literally just giving you the messages that could be the reflection of other people of how they see it. Right? It's me. I'm diplomatic. I have Libra in Rising and Vedic, so and Ketu in Vedic. So I am very diplomatic, and I'm like, I will weigh up the pros and the cons of people. Being a tarot reader, that can be very difficult, because if you send me a personal reading, I would probably be like, also, well, you know, I kind of haven't really seen it or heard it from your other person, but, you know, that was what you would do as a counsellor. You would kind of like, well, if I'm going to counsel you properly or educate you properly, I kind of need to hear it from the other person's perspective too, before I just kind of like judge that person and say, well, that's just entirely that dickhead's fault because they abandoned you and left you in the lurch with no money. That's really your fault, and as you know, you wasn't really a part of that, right? Me, I would want to kind of like, well, I kind of need a little bit more information really before I start judging people. I would need to know them on a more of a personal level before I judge anybody. I would be a person that avoids them. Like, you know, I would just like, oh, no, that's not for me. You know, I wouldn't judge them. I would just be like, well, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, let's just, I'm not doing these normally as because this is what you'll get for your weeklies when I do the other side. But I just want to give you a little bit more just to dig into what this fake flexing. Who is the fake flexing? Tell me more about this fake flexing. I keep hearing, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Oh dear. That was the card that flied over and I didn't take it. One over the cuckoo's nest. Could be something around a Sag, a Taurus, or a Life Path 5 person. I don't know. Axe rich, flosses money, axe fancy. Now, like I said, don't say, Steve, you rude, arrogant arsehole, because you know me. I don't know you. Sorry. Right, here. But if someone else does, and your environment is this, stop showing off what you've got. Okay? Okay? Don't fight back. Fight or flight. Do I fight and stand and fight against people that don't like about me? No. You ignore them. Okay? So it might be where you have a lot of money, but you have a lot of competitors. You're competing. Here. Fake flexing. Well, it does say axe Richard, but it does say axe rich, Richie something. I'm not going into that one, but axe rich. Okay, this person's called Richard or Rachel or R, called R, has an R in their name, or Lara or Laura or something. I don't know. Sorry if your name is that and you're watching. I really don't know. 5 of Wands, but like I said, man, it's drawing attraction. 5 of Wands, it draws conflict towards the energy. It draws conflict to how much, you know. So it could be a Virgo placement, a Life Path 9. Could be an Aquarian or Leo person also involved. What is the idol here for? Idol, bone idol. Libra, something to do around a Libra energy. Libra, idolized fan, that would be a tarot reader there somewhere. Oh God, man, I am seeing quite a few tarot readers here. Sorry. I'm staying out of it. Just don't do your Scorpio thing, Steve, or your Gemini placement. Back the fuck off. Don't say anything. Great. Right, it's bad karmic energy. Justice. Justice. What's justice here for? Is waiting on some more money. Waiting to be admired. Okay. I'm waiting to be admired. Could be me, I told you, here. Sorry, but, you know, well, it's in the cards, bruv. You got to be honest, didn't you? Could have Libra and Vedic. I think I did ask this on my patrons. Does anybody follow Vedic astrology? Because I have it in... I don't. But I know I have it in Rising and Ketu. So Ketu and also Rising in Libra is my Vedic sign. Okay. I'm a Life Path 7 and Cancerian. Do these come up so much? Do you guys ever really followed any of mine or anyone else's reading where it relates to like Vedic astrology? Because I just don't. I just go off my birth chart, really. But yeah, I kind of, like I said, it is kind of there, you know. And this is where, oh, you guys are like maybe idolizing the 7 tarot. And these might be people that are kind of not. Right here. I don't know. Or other readers here. But I believe these are possible readers that you kind of admire here. Okay, I'm also in Myra. Also, Myra. Dust it off, Dusty. Queen of Swords. I ain't going any further, bruv. Dust it off, Dusty, Miller, Mills, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian. But dust it off. You got the Queen of Swords, but this would be complicated if I was to clarify it, which I ain't going to do, sorry. But yeah, dust it off. Oh. Queen of Swords can also be very cutting and honest, right? Dust it off. What's the Queen of Swords reckon to dust it off? What does she reckon, Dave? What does this Queen of Swords reckon to this dust it off, Spirit? Oh, she's an Aquarian Leo person also. She's dusting it off. Oh, she's dusting it. She's polishing it right off, bruv. Probably. Yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of like, nah, chip off the old shoulder, chip off the old block. Fuck it. I don't really care what people think or what people do or what people say. So whatever it is that you want to flex, you just go ahead and flex it, bruv. I don't care. Could be someone that's like, look, take a look at me guns. So, I don't know, man. Someone's flexing. You flex right ahead, bruv. So, there you go. If it annoys you, this person flexing it, well, stop trying to get the person to stop flexing. Okay? Relax. That child thing energy was at the bottom again as well. So, your channel messages may ring true. So, there you go, Scorpio. There's your reading, guys, or life path 4s or Aries, if they relate to you. That's what you've got, Nige. So if you would like to support me, your readings are on all 3 tiers at the moment because it's your monthly full extended spread table that are all clarified and it gives you an overview. That is $3 or $4 and it really does help me out very much so if you join because it is the cheapest tier available, which is the bronze tier. Okay. But it really does help me out. And you get like 24 readings within a month cycle depending if you join right. Because you get a whole month whenever you join, you'll probably catch it where you get both monthlies for $3 or $4. So you get 24 readings, okay, within a month cycle. If you want more than that, like 62, 64 readings, then you will need the weeklies and the monthlies, which is the silver tier. Okay, you can find that below also, but that'll give you access to everything that's also back catalogued. If you want the gold tier, that is weeklies, monthlies, and all of the teaching stuff that I've done, but there isn't as many tarot readings on there. There's only 2 months worth, roughly, because I've just opened it. If you want back catalogues of stuff where you want like last yearly reading, the half of the year, what happened throughout the year, or a single weekly reading that happened last year, if you want those, they're all over on the silver tier. That's just back catalogue from wherever I opened Patreon. The gold tier is just opens a month or 2 ago. So you got a month or 2 worth of readings and all the teaching stuff. But I have to start somewhere. Now, if you want to take advantage also of the personal reading, then please take note and check below. And also, please make sure that you give thanks to anything that happened this month that was very good to you or what you're grateful for this month, Scorpio. And it really does help raise the collective energy of all the negative people that like to leave negative comments. The thought processes of what we do needs to change. And we can only do that by starting giving thanks and gratefulness in the comment section below. Okay, but everything that you need can be found in the show more section as well. Thanks very much, Scorpio, and I'll see you on your next reading.